I get what Willie is saying because he said you got to be ugly for a guy not to think. Now, he's never said anything to me, but I'm noticing now that the wife, when I was going to the events, she had pool parties. I wear 2 pieces. I don't wear 1 piece. I don't gotta wear 2 pieces. I don't gotta wear cover up. I don't gotta wear none of that. You gonna get what you gonna get. But I noticed one time the wife said to me, she came out in her swimsuit. She says, she stops looking at me, and this has been my friend, supposedly 10 years. She says, "You're not gonna look better than me at my house in that bathing suit."
Do y'all think that these men and women are only friends because one got friend zoned?
Say that again.
Because oftentimes, true saying no, because often, I'll put it this way, that I have a friend, I don't find, he's attractive, I'm not attracted. Or whichever, if you see him, he's 6'3", long, everything that a woman would put on her list to want. However, I do not find that man in no way, shape, or form to be attractive. That's not anything that I would want or anything of that nature. So oftentimes we get put in this category like, oh, y'all had to have done something. Like, no, it's just no way. Y'all both look good. Like, no. Do you think that maybe in these type of friendship that one was just simply friend zoned because it's like, okay, I might have found this person attractive. However, I'm not going to shoot my shot. I may not have a chance because I got friend zoned.
Unless the woman is ugly, that's the only thing that can happen. That's the only reason why that's the outcome.
I don't even. You ain't never saw nobody ugly.
I was gonna say, hold up, for men, you be horny enough to F a goat. Ain't nobody trying to get that.
No, first, that's not true. Because
that is very much so true.
That is true. A lot of unattractive women with children, so I'll give you that, right? But you got to remember, you're not talking about the niggas y'all want to date. So those niggas aren't horny enough to fuck a goat. And if you're an attractive female and you have male friends, those niggas are just men that haven't fucked you yet, but they're still waiting their turn. If you were unattractive and useless, then you could actually say you had a real friendship with somebody. But if you're
I have a question.
A woman has to be unattractive and useless in order to have a actual true platonic friendship with a man.
I have a question. Yes.
Yeah.
I have a platonic male best friend. I've known him since I was maybe about 7.
So you're gonna say you've known him for like 20 years?
Yeah.
We hear it.
Yeah, I've known him for a long time. And a lot of people would say that, oh yeah, he's the only guy that you just haven't slept with yet. But like, I've never had that dynamic with him. Like,
it doesn't matter. Like, this the thing. When y'all tell us this stuff about like none of that shit matters.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because it's not about what you want. It's about what he wants. And unless he's here to defend it, to explain it, say the same thing, and then we press him, it doesn't matter. Because you may not want to.
I'm gonna have him on the next panel.
Listen, don't sacrifice that nigga here because we are not friendly. So just because you haven't wanted to give him some pussy doesn't mean he ain't want to drop off no dick. Like,
good point.
Okay, but what if it's one of those cases where you ain't want to drop off none and he ain't want to drop off
one of y'all? Then that means y'all one. The woman is ugly. The woman is ugly to that man.
Well, it doesn't have to be physical, but that's the thing. It doesn't have to be physical. It doesn't have to be a physical appearance. It could be her characteristic that really makes her ugly.
Hey, wait,
she's ugly from that, and that's a turn off for her.
Listen, surprisingly, we had a good point in the chat tonight, but it came from misunderstood her, and she's usually spot on. Toya, y'all met before you hit puberty, so you can't even count him. Like, have that same friendship with a dude who saw you when you had titties and ass for the first time.
Hold on. Let's piggyback off of that.
Who gave you when you had your baby body?
No, let's piggyback off.
Hold
on, T.
No,
let's piggyback off of what Will just said. He's seen you when you didn't hit puberty. That doesn't mean that it still can't change after he's seen you hit puberty. I've had friends who probably see me young and then they make the move like, damn, T, you grew up. They hit you with you grew up. Can I have a fuck? Yeah, so just because he didn't express it to you doesn't mean it's not there. I know the whole dynamic with the whole man and woman friendship. I don't 100% agree with it because I'm always going to feel in the back of my mind, if we drunk enough, you gonna try to do it, and I know you are. If I slide this thing to the side, you gonna try. You gonna try if you're drunk enough.
If you're attractive, the only men that you know that don't want to sleep with you are your father and most of your first cousins. Everybody else will fuck you.
Maybe side eye too.
Everybody else will fuck you.
That's not true.
I know it's a woman. So as a man who knows men, and we speak to a lot of men.
To say that, Will, men know men.
We gonna take his opinion. We gonna take his story for it because he's a man.
I mean, we can do a poll.
Oh, are men the same? Is that what you're actually saying?
No, I'm saying that the majority of us are similar, though.
Most men
majority. Most men are definitely the same.
So I used to have a married couple friend, right? Most of my friends are married. I'm probably one, maybe two of us that are not married.
If this is a threesome story, I'm gonna be so upset.
No.
Okay.
However, dag Willie. However, I'm learning now as a single attractive woman at 46, right? I can't be around some of those friends as much anymore. The female one, right? You got the husband and wife, right? Because I think sometimes it have to do with, like we saying, platonic friends, right? Me and the husband were in military together. Like we spent 20 years, 20 years in the military, but maybe 10 years at this duty station, right? Platonic has been platonic since the beginning of all time, right? This guy's married. I don't do married men. All right. I don't know. He never called me attractive. He never said nothing comment-wise, but I noticed one time that they always have big parties. They had this huge house and pools and all that. They would always have events. And so the wife would always invite me over. We've been business partners, husband and wife, in different things and everything. But I'm learning now that I feel like the wife feels a certain type of way about me now. And I get what Willie is saying, because he said you got to be ugly for a guy not to think. Now, he's never said anything to me, but I'm noticing now that the wife, when I was going to the events, she had pool parties. I wear two pieces. I don't wear one piece. I don't got to wear two pieces. I don't got to wear cover up. I don't got to wear none of that. You going to get what you going to get. You invited me. Now, I ain't going to wear no thong bathing suit, but I'm just giving you.
Oh, really?
I'm just saying, y'all, to that. I forget them damn sound effects. But anyways, so I go to the party one time. I'm in a two-piece, and I'm having a good time. A lot of males are, I don't want to say attracted to me, but I think they flock to me because I'm an avid football. I'm FanDuel, Prize Picks, Parlay. I get down with the best of them in football. I'm like the homie lover friend that they probably don't have. But I noticed one time the wife said to me, she came out in her swimsuit. She says, she stops looking at me, and this has been my friend, supposedly 10 years. She says, you're not going to look better than me at my house in that bathing suit. And she turns around, left, put on another bathing suit. That's the first time. Second time, and I'll say this because I think that I don't know if her husband's attracted to me. I'm saying all that to say he's never tried, and he's always been my friend, but I had to pull back, and I haven't been there in a long time because I feel uncomfortable now that she feels maybe insecure about herself a little bit. So it made me feel a certain way. So now we're not even friends no more. And then somebody said, "Come, is he attracted to you?"
Hey, what's the friend? It don't even matter. What's the friend look like? What's his wife look like?
She don't look better than Keisha because that's why she felt the need to do what she did. Like she's insecure
with herself at all.
It's not his.
It could be both.
It's his wife's fault that she doesn't look better than her. The only person that can change that is the wife. So
because it's choice, right? You choose to look like that. You choose to remain in that body. You choose to not work out.
So she can't blame Lakeisha for that and try to make her feel bad.
But that's and I feel
that's
bad.
what you wanted to do though. Now you're not around that. She don't have to worry about you making her feel insecure. So she did her job, which was to get rid of you. But you just so humble and insecure, jealous.
But what is she protecting it from if you didn't come with ill intentions? You came to show up, talk about football, and take a little swim.
Because some women think they can bring back
her presence. The attention she was getting.
She's protecting her husband from interacting with a woman who is now half-ass naked and also can have talking conversations with her husband that she can't have or doesn't care to have.
What difference would it have been if he had seen her at the not you, Keish, but if he had seen somebody else at the grocery store and found her attractive because she liked oranges versus apples?
Yeah, but she didn't have the access that Keisha had because that is her friend.
Has that ever
Grammy shit? She could have went and took that nigga and been like, if she had did that like 7 years ago, she'd have been the married woman on the panel today. But
you she chose something that don't want to be kept.
You like y'all be really acting like out here like
about her husband. She knows something about her husband that either he done something before and she just didn't express it to you, or he may have made a comment before that she didn't feel comfortable with.
She went through his phone and saw him talking to his homies about her.
That
right.
Yeah.
Could have been anything.
Keish, hold up, Keish, I'm gonna put some blame on you because ain't nobody tell you come out with all that body. See, that's what you get when you want to walk around with all that body. Your husband's upset.
Who goes to pool parties to keep shirts and cover up and shit on? That's
Girl, you needed that cover up. You needed a t-shirt and you needed that one piece. You was playing.
That don't stop these men. Y'all gotta get to her.
Well, I asked another married couple friend, right, and she said that she understands because she wouldn't have never wanted me to come show up at her house with her husband the same way. She said if it's a level of respect to the household that you should have or women should have. When
did other people have
No, I can attest to that. I can attest to that. I get it. I understand. Only because I have married friends too. And for me, my married friends have pools and they have pool parties too, but it's a certain way that I would go dressed. There's certain bathing suits that I would wear. I would have a cover up. I would have something I could tie around my waist, or I would have something I could put on over my bathing suit when I get out the pool. That's just me though.
But T,
I feel like it's a level.
But T, let's take this for instance, right? You seen what I look like. If I came there just with shorts and still a cover up, it's not going to change anything. They're going to look at
it. It's really not.
It's like they got X-ray vision. Right. They don't care. You're going to still see, damn, she's mad shapely. Damn, she got big titties. Damn, she got a big ass. Like, you're going to see, you still going to see it.
Carry
it. Another way men fuck around and snitch and tell on themselves is trying to hook their homeboys up with their homegirl or with the wife's friend. Because you were saying out loud, hey, she's fine enough to fuck, bro. You should try to. And that's what the girlfriend hears. So it may have been that he may have tried to put you off one of his boys. His wife saw it, and because now he's trying to fuck you vicariously through his partner.